I accept your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
With respect to the crime bill, I think as more Americans focus on the fact that this bill would have put more police on the street, would have locked up violent offenders so they never could get out again. It's time to change our approach and end the era of mass incarceration in America.
I'm very pro-choice. I hate the concept of abortion, but I just believe in choice. I am strongly for choice, and yet I hate the concept of abortion. I am pro-choice in every respect.
Look, I'm pro-life. Ronald Reagan was pro-life, with the exceptions, okay? Life of the mother is, rape, incest. So with the three exceptions. That was Ronald Reagan, and that's been me.
This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements to open, free, transparent, fair trade.
A Trans-Pacific Partnership, the U.S. and 11 other countries covering 40% of the global economy. Where do you come down?
I'm worried about currency manipulation not being part of the agreement. The pharmaceutical companies may have gotten more benefits and patients and consumers fewer.
So are you saying that as of today, this is not something you could support?
What I know about it as of today, I am not in favor of what I have learned about it.
Patients' Bill of Rights. You mentioned health care as one of the social issues. You for it?
So I'm very liberal when it comes to health care. I believe in universal health care. I believe in whatever it takes to make people well and better.
We will repeal and replace disastrous Obamacare. You will be able to choose your own doctor again.
Oh, I think that everybody is in favor of free and fair trade, and I think that NAFTA is proving its worth. I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning.
Wages too high. We're not going to be able to compete against the world. I hate to say it, but we have to leave it the way it is.
The minimum wage has to go up. People are at least $10, but it has to go up.
Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No. Okay.
Some have suggested that gay rights and human rights are separate and distinct. But in fact, they are one and the same.
Do you believe in global warming, climate change? Do you think the world's going to change for the worse because it's getting warmer?
I think that there'll be little change here. It'll go up, it'll get a little cooler, it'll get a little warmer like it always has for millions of years.
We're either going to be dependent on dirty oil from the Gulf or dependent on dirty oil from Canada.
I think it is imperative that we look at the Keystone Pipeline as what I believe it is, a distraction from the important work we have to do to combat climate change. Therefore, I oppose it.
Are you for invading Iraq?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was an opponent of the Iraq War from the beginning. See this guy, I don't know what I said, I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember.
It's from Mahatma Gandhi. He ran a gas station down in St. Louis for a couple of years. Mr. Gandhi, you can still go to the gas station? A lot of wisdom comes out of that gas station.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
We're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business.
Referring to John McCain, a war hero, 5.5 years as a POW, and you call him a dummy. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
You could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
Problem is, that's not what happened. And we should know, CBS News accompanied the First Lady and daughter Chelsea on that Bosnia trip. That's Senator Clinton talking to me on the military flight into Tuzla. And these are the pictures we recorded of the greeting ceremony when the plane landed.
Should the woman be punished for having an abortion?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
Now, my husband did not wrap up the nomination in 1992 until he won the California primary somewhere in the middle of June, right? We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June in California.
His wife, if you look at his wife, she was standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say. You tell me, but plenty of people have written that. I think I made a lot of sacrifices. I worked very, very hard. I've created thousands and thousands of jobs, tens of thousands of jobs, built great structures. I've had tremendous success. I think
those are sacrifices?
Oh, sure, I think they're sacrifices.
So let's begin with the statement from Clinton. This is what she had to say about Wasserman Schultz joining her campaign. She says, "I'm grateful to Debbie for getting the Democratic Party to this year's historic convention in Philadelphia. I am glad that she has agreed to serve as an honorary chair of my campaign's 50-state program to gain ground and elect Democrats in every part of the country."
I was down there, and I watched our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center right after it came down.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our press.
I opted for convenience to use my personal email account, which was allowed.
They were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
I thought it would be easier to carry just one device.
She also used numerous mobile devices to send and to read email.
We went through a thorough process to identify all of my work-related emails.
The lawyers doing the sorting for Secretary Clinton in 2014 did not individually read the content of all of her emails
And deliver them to the State Department.
It's highly likely that their search missed some work-related emails,
so that the emails were immediately captured and preserved.
There was no archiving at all of her emails.
That was my obligation. I fully fulfilled it.
They deleted all emails they did not produce to state, and the lawyers then cleaned their devices in such a way as to preclude complete forensic recovery.
There were no security breaches.
It is possible that hostile actors gained access.
There is no classified materials.
110 emails contained classified information at the time they were sent or received.
I'm certainly well aware of the classification requirements and did not send classified material.
Even if information is not marked classified in an email, participants who know or should know that the subject matter is classified are still obligated to protect it.
The 2016 Libertarian candidate for president, Gary Johnson.
The Libertarian Party candidates for president and vice president of these United States, Governor Gary Johnson and Governor William Weld.
I'm Governor Gary Johnson. I'm Governor Bill Weld. I'm running for president. I'm running with him.
Libertarians are fiscally conservative, and socially they really don't give a damn as long as you don't force your social whatever it is on anybody else.
I think marriage equality is a constitutionally guaranteed right.
I absolutely support a woman's right to choose.
I would eliminate corporate tax. I would eliminate income tax.
I would abolish the IRS. I really believe that legalizing marijuana makes the world a better place.
If we don't balance the federal budget now, we're going to find ourselves in a monetary collapse. I am the only candidate that would sign legislation to abolish the Federal Reserve.
Let's stop with these military interventions.
We need to protect our right to keep and bear arms.
And in
at this point, nobody's checking for Gary Johnson. Okay? I am.
I'm gladly voting for Gary Johnson.
I didn't feel your burn, but feel my Johnson.
Yeah, voted for Gary Johnson.
Good guy.
I'm taking a look at the Libertarian ticket because it's headed by two former Republican governors who are very successful.
His running mate, Bill Weld, is someone who I respect enormously.